My name is Cecelia Kouma, and I'm the Executive Director of Playwrights Project. Yeah, Playwrights Project has been around for 25 years. We conduct playwriting programs in the schools, and we help people to tell their stories through theater. So we bring playwriting programs into the schools, we work with seniors, we also work with emerging playwrights, and we help them to voice what it is that they're passionate about and put that into a play. We focus on the writing, so we bring professional actors in at the end to perform those works for them and to see how they can come to life on stage. Well, I grew up in Encinitas, so I'm a local girl. I went to San Diego Academy, which at the time wasn't an academy, but we had a wonderful theater department, and the theater instructor there was really inspirational. He had us ushering at the Old Globe and seeing live professional theater as much as we could, and was very demanding, which really pushed me to try and be the best I could be as an actor. And I got a degree in theater as an acting emphasis at UC Santa Barbara. We've worked with youth actually from first grade through high school, and we also do some training of up-and-coming teachers at San Diego State University and Cal State San Marcos. But our main focus is on middle school kids, because that 7th and 8th grade, 6th, 7th, 8th grade period is so hard. Most adults that you talk with say they would never want to go back to middle school. And it's a hard time because everybody's changing and at different rates and different paces, and everyone just kind of wants to slink into the background and disappear and not stand out. So with playwriting, they can actually just create characters. We ask them to focus on what they know, but to mix it up with fiction. So they're creating ideas and characters and situations based on what they might be afraid of or nervous about or excited about and afraid to tell anyone. So middle school kids are just more comfortable trying to explore these ideas of what it is that they care about, what they're excited about, nervous about, fearful about, but maybe don't want to tell their friends. They don't want to stand out. They just want to blend into the background. So playwriting lets them do that. It lets them mix up their real life concerns with fictional characters, and then someone else is going to come in and act it out. They don't have to get up on stage. It's these characters that they're talking about, and then it's actors that are performing it. And when they see their plays read with actors in the classroom, and then they realize that other kids feel the same way as them, it's really eye-opening for them, and it helps them feel more a part of the whole group. I think the writing is so important because, for one, and we work a lot with at-risk youth. We work a lot with kids who have had some really tough times in their lives, juvenile court schools and alternative schools, as well as every type of school. But for these kids in particular, and really for all kids, to be able to explore ideas and conflicts, problems they might have encountered in their life, say bullying or choosing whether or not to do drugs, those sorts of really tough decisions, and help them to come up with alternative solutions. So if the character has to work hard and find ways to overcome it, but one of our rules is they can't use violence. So if a student is trying to figure out how the character is going to solve the problem without using violence, then they come up with alternate solutions. And that's problem solving that hopefully they can incorporate in their own lives and realize, there are other ways to deal with things. Maybe I can deal with it with humor. Maybe I can talk my way out of it. Maybe I can find an alternate type of entertainment, or maybe those aren't good friends to choose. So I think that it's really beneficial, socially in that way, and self-development. We're working in the community with groups of foster youth, either one-on-one or in group playwriting workshops, and helping them to tell their stories through theater, letting actors act them out so they can see how it sounds to an audience and they can communicate what their experiences have been. I think there's so much misunderstanding about what foster care is, and so many bad stories make it into the media, and there are so many wonderful stories. There are a lot of tragedies, a lot of hardships, but the kids that have come through are so triumphant. They really have overcome some really difficult challenges, grown from it, and they'll tell you that what's in that file that is given to caseworkers and legal system when they're judging whether or not to place a youth somewhere, is that's just sort of the negative things, and it doesn't always reveal what they learned from those experiences, what decisions they made to help to make life better for themselves and for others. And so I think that's a message that really needs to get out to the general public. The youth who see their plays performed are always amazed. They just, I've heard students walk out of the class going, that was mine, it was the best one. Those are in the classes when it's just an actor doing a reading. When they come out of the full productions of their play, they're just amazed. They can participate in the process as much as they want. They're treated as professionals. And so they're amazed that their text is like the Bible, the blueprint for this whole production, this whole world that unfolds, and it's really empowering. We have young playwrights who now are professional playwrights who came through our program, who wrote their first plays with us in a teaching program or saw their first plays produced by us, and they're constantly reminding us that we helped get them there, and that's a wonderful feeling.